Alright, here I have this guitar that I've had for quite some time. I know literally nothing about it. I got it used on the Facebook Marketplace and the guy said it's like a Chinese something. I don't know, it's not a copy of anything that I know, but what we have here is a 7-string hollow body, well, yeah, some sort of hollow body type guitar. It has no markings or labels or anything on it. It does have 2 humbucker pickups and the standard kind of like Les Paul, you know, inspired controls and shape and everything. But in an interesting little package where it's not too heavy and it is a set neck, but it's got a nice curve here, so it looks like it's neck through. I don't know, judging by that there's a solid piece going through the center, it is possible that the neck goes partly, you know, into the body as like a whole piece in the center. I don't know. Like I said, I know nothing about this guitar. Nothing about the materials or the pickups or anything. But what I know is that it is interesting in terms of being a bit small, being hollow body, 7 strings. I don't think it's maybe like the perfect metal guitar, but I think you could do some interesting things with it if you're creative enough. So I think we should check out some tones. Let's start off with some fairly clean stuff. Just a bridge pickup. It's not perfectly in tune, but speaking of tuning, by the way, it does have locking tuners. They're not the greatest in terms of tuning stability and all that stuff. Like they kind of jump a bit when you're tuning, but they do lock, which is always a nice thing to have. Since I got it, I had to put new strings onto it. I had to restring it. I've also done a few adjustments, you know, like the standard stuff I do with all guitars that I take in, which is to adjust the string height, the neck relief. It's not perfect. It has swayed a bit back again since last time I used it, which is quite a long time. But, you know, it's okay. It's not perfect. It is probably just like a fairly inexpensive guitar from like AliExpress or something, where the quality is, I mean, the build quality is not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. It's probably better than the price, you know, what you expected from the price. So like the frets are fine and everything, but it's like maybe it needs a little bit of like fret leveling and stuff like that. But I've taken these things and I've adjusted a bit in the intonation. The intonation is not perfect. It's a bit hard with the instrument like this one, but it's playable now, so. I keep forgetting how to play a guitar that has more than 6 strings. I always kind of like mess up the location of these notes here. I feel like I should be, you know, like on a C or a G, but then I'm on a lower note because, you know, the fretting is a bit different, so. It sounds okay, but I think the main reason for that is because I'm playing through the Quad Cortex using a Kraken preset that I've made. I think we should try out some more distorted tones. See what it sounds like. 7-string songs. I mean, I could go into like Korn mode and play those songs, but you know, it's not really about that. It's just, you know, kind of talking about, I guess, inexpensive guitars that come from China. I think it's interesting because it's kind of like, I guess, a Les Paul, you know, inspired shape with some twists, with the hollow body twist, with the 7-string, kind of short scale. Like I said, I have no idea about the specs, so I don't know how long the scale length is, but I would say it's a fairly short guitar. It's not multi-scale, so that is quite short for a 7-string, I think. I had to put thick strings in here just to make the tension decent. I think if you get one of these guitars, I mean not this one specific, but like any of these like Chinese copies or Chinese cheap guitars, you can strike a good deal sometimes, but I think you would usually have to expect to do some work in terms of like making it more playable, making it not sound okay, because most guitars will sound alright if you have decent gear to play through. In this case, for me, with this preset, I think pretty much any guitar sounds pretty good. It's just in terms of like what kind of character you like. With these pickups, I think they are a bit low end heavy. So in terms of like, you know, using the lower strings, I feel like if you want to make it tight, you know, if you want to go into the djenty stuff or something like that, you would need to do a little bit of filtering just to, you know, clean up the low end to make it become a bit more tight. All in all, I don't think I would keep a guitar like this, but it is fun to try out. It is interesting. It is a bit different. You don't get this type of guitar from Gibson or these traditional guitar companies. Maybe you could get like PRS to make you like a custom one or something, since they make a shape not too dissimilar from this one, but that would be very expensive. I think that concludes this video for now. I will have more stuff coming up soon. I have lots of guitars and gear and stuff that I am checking out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.